Good morning, children. This is me, Manjunath TM. I welcome you all for YouTube class. Dear children, today I am going to deal you 9th standard English as a second language. So, I am going to deal that supplement reading, that is Aruna Asaf Ali, the great patriot. So, Aruna Asaf Ali, she was a famous great patriot. It is common knowledge that the British Empire spread all over the globe in the past. So, the British who were in the world, they want to spread their empire all over the world. Our dear motherland was the part of it. Reeling under the tyranny of the uprisers, she found a solace in the efforts of the freedom fighters that willingly shed their last drop of the blood to redeem her from the shackles of bondage. So, the British, they were very hard people. They wanted to spread their empire. They wanted to spread their reign all over the world. So, India is one among them. We are under the clutches of, under the control of, under the rule of British since past many centuries. So, reeling under this tyranny of uprisers, that she found solace in the effort of freedom fighters that willingly shed their last drop of blood. So, one such a luminary was, one such a great person was Aruna Asaf Ali. Many of the Indian people, many of the Indians, they directly fight against the British. Some of them were fight indirectly against the British. So here, Aruna Asaf Ali was a famous freedom fighter. She campaigned of the course of women. So we have some list of women freedom fighters: Aruna Asaf Ali, Shakuntala Bai Burli, Kasturba Bai, Sarojini Naidu, Kittur Rani Chennamma. Like that, there were many. Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai, Jhansi, the Queen of Jhansi. So they were all some leading women freedom fighters. So here today I am going to tell you. So one among the great women freedom fighters, that is Aruna Asaf Ali. So let's start it is a biography of this violent woman whose remarkable achievement is in the history. So here, known as the Grand Lady of Independence movement, Aruna Asaf Ali was a fair leader who plunged headlong into politics at the time when the freedom struggle was raging and the youth were laying down their lives for the country's independence. As we know that she was known as Grand Lady of an independence movement. She is called Grand Lady. She is a Grand Lady in freedom movement who plunged headlong into the politics at the time in the freedom struggle. She was an headlong to the British in Indian politics. She was a raging struggle. She was in youth for laying down their lives, the countries of independence. She was born in an Orthodox Hindu Bengali family in the year of 1909 at Kalka in Haryana. She was born in Hindu Bengali family. Aruna broke conventions at the age of 19 to marry Asaf Ali. When she was 19 years, she married Asaf Ali. You know that the name of this Asaf Ali, it looks, is a Muslim Orthodox. She is Haruna Asaf. Haruna is the Hindu woman. She got married with Asaf Ali. So a prominent figure in the freedom struggle. So Asaf Ali is also a great freedom fighter who were called, this is British, in a British, he also notified as a great Indian freedom fighter. So he is 20-year senior. So she got married in the age of 19, but Rana Asaf Ali, she is 20-year senior. So 39 years of Asaf Ali got married with Aruna. Her marriage brought her face to face with a freedom struggle and a social service which she pursued throughout her life. When after she got married, she started doing some social service. She pursued it throughout her life. After her marriage, she got a person called Asaf Ali, who is 20 years senior than the Asaf Ali, Aruna. So she started doing some social useful work throughout her life. Asaf Ali's first major political involvement was during Salt Satyagraha. See, here Aruna Asaf Ali, she first major her political involvement is Salt Satyagraha. It is one of the notable Salt Satyagraha is one of the notified and identified, or what we can call one of the best method of giving pressure to the British. So Salt Satyagraha. So it was led by Mahatma Gandhi ji. So why? Because this Salt Satyagraha was happened because the British, they wanted to expect tax by purchasing on the salt. So Indians were not ready to pay tax for salt. So we Indian, we ourselves can able to prepare salt. So this way we do against the British by this way, that is Salt Satyagraha. In Kannada, ಉಪ್ಪಿನ ಸತ್ಯಾಗ್ರಹ. ಉಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಕಂದಾಯವನ್ನ, ಉಪ್ಪಿನ ಕರವನ್ನ ಅವರು ವಿಧಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಅದರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ನಾವೇ ಉಪ್ಪನ್ನ ತಯಾರಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ದಿಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಂಡಿಯಿಂದ ಇದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. So she addressed the public meetings and led the processions. She was prosecuted in Delhi under refusal of furnished security for a good behavior. So she was very famous in public meeting. She is addressed the public people in a public meeting. She led many processions. That procession is going against the British. So she was prosecuted by British and kept in the jail, but good behavior, she released again and was sentenced in a 1 year of imprisonment. Also she got 1 year of jail punishment. It is called imprisonment. A few months later, when most political prisoners were being released, she was not released until the public agitation was launched in her support. So, but after that, she was imprisoned for 1 year. Many of the political leader was released after a few months. But Aruna Asaf Ali was not released because she had spoken against the British in a public speech. So she have given support to the public agitation, so that she was continued for a year of imprisonment. So you just look at, she is an Aruna Asaf Ali. Look at her. So she is Aruna Asaf Ali and he is Asaf Ali. So he is her husband. Oh, so look at. So in 1932, she was again arrested and put in the Delhi jail, where she went on a hunger strike to protest against the callous treatment of political prisoners. In 1932, Haruna Asaf Ali was again arrested and put her in the jail, where she went on a hunger strike, protest against the callous treatment of political prisoners. So, who are arrested in the jail for the cause of politics, the British were given the callous treatment, so bad treatment. So she also go against or protest against the British for this movement, who are the prisoner who are called political prisoners. Her demands were conceded, but she was transferred into Ambala jail. So she expressed her demand to give better treatment to the prisoners who are called political prisoners. So after that, her demands were conceded, but she was transferred into Ambala jail. After her protest against the British in the Delhi jail, she transferred into Ambala jail, where she was kept in a solitary confinement. That is the thing we have to observe. She has solitary means she alone in the room in the room where there is a jail. After her release, she stayed away from the movement for 10 years. She kept in a she alone in Kannada, what we can say, ಒಂಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಜೈಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಿಸಿದ್ರು. There will be no other prisoner were there in that room of that jail. She alone kept in the jail, that is Ambala. So why? Because how British behavior is, if anyone who go against the British, that person will be receive severe treatment. Same thing. So she do protest against the British in Delhi jail. She shifted into Ambala by giving such a treatment. So after that incident, she 10 years she away from that movement. She never goes anywhere. She stopped her movement for 10 years, dear children. But after of that incident, she stopped doing against British movement for 10 years. Something significant happened in 1942. Dear children, as I told, 1942 is the great day or the great year, because it was the day of, we have announced Quit India. Quit means leave. Leave means we have British can leave the India. She attended the Bombay Congress session along with her husband, during which the Quit India resolution. It was passed on the August 8th. The committee had planned hoisting of tricolor at Gohali Tank Maidan, but British got wind of a plan and arrested top leaders, including Gandhiji, a few before the event. So followed the best described in her own words. So in 1942, it is in Bombay, there will be Gohali Tank Maidan. It is in Kannada Kere Angala, so Kere. So there the British got and plan. So very first they have arrested the top leaders, including Gandhiji. So the few hours before this event, there is a one best the thing that was happened. So just see in her own words what Aruna Asaf Ali says. My husband and I were not in the least surprised when in the early hours of August 9th, the police knocked the door of the flat where we are staying. When they announced Asaf Ali Sahib's arrest, I asked, what about me? So, I have to explain Haruna Asaf Ali's Gohali Tank Maidan, then I come to this one. So, Gohali Tank Maidan is a restricted area. There, the British have banned the Indian people not to hoist the flag or not to do any against the British movement. But Aruna Asaf Ali, a dared woman, she with a daring moment had been expressed there. So she went there, the Gohali Tank Maidan, and she hoisted the tricolor flag. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತ್ರಿವರ್ಣ ಧ್ವಜವನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾರಿಸ್ತಾಳೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಆಕೆಯನ್ನ ಹರುಣ ಅಸಫ್ ಅಲಿ ಅವರನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಚ್ ಎ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೇಡಿ ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್. So at that moment she shown her dareness against the British, and in her own words she said, so once what happened, there is a door knocked in her home, and the British police came and they said that is Sahib's you are arrest. So and she replied, what about me? So ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯವ್ರನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಪತಿಯವ್ರನ್ನ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು, like he is asked, there is no warrant for you, ma'am, that I was told. So one of the British man who said, there is no arrest warrant to you, ma'am. I persuaded that British sergeant who had come to taxi with a couple of police to let me accompany with a railway station to see of my husband. So there with a taxi she had gone to railway station. It is a dawn. Dawn means early morning, early rising sun. Was about to break, and there was a cordon around the Victoria terminus to keep a crowds at a bay. As walked along the platform, I saw Maulana Azad sitting at the window in a compartment of a special train to stop to talk him. So there, that Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad was sitting in the window of a side compartment of a special train which was stopped to talk him. So he was a Congress president during the time in 1942. He was unfurled the tricolor at a public gathering in Gohali Tank Maidan at 8 a.m. So I made up a mind to impulse, I am going there. So he is Maulana Abdul Kalam, who came to Gohali Tank Maidan. He want to unfurl the tricolor at public gathering Gohali Tank Maidan. So unfurl. So she made up a mind to going there like this. And this is the decision to stand for Maulana Azad, who was beginning of the chapter of heroism and unrest in the life of Aruna Asaf Ali. So our narrative proceeds, that is, Bolabai Desai's son Dhirubai, who had come to railway station, and he drove me his car to the Maidan. The meeting was declared illegal under the section of 144. 144. So, the meeting was declared it was an illegal under 144. So, a white-skinned sergeant gave the 2 minutes for the crowd to disperse who were gathered in that Gohali tent Maidan. It is an illegal moment to gather there. There is a 144 section is announced. So a white skinned police gave 2 minutes time to disperse the crowd. So who are gathered there, they have to disperse that. I quickly scrambled up the dais, announced the people to arrest the leaders, and I pulled the cord of hoist and national flag. During that moment, everyone who want to disperse from that place, so they, Aruna Asaf Ali moved to the dais and hold that national flag, and she pulled the cord of hoist the national flag. Hardly had flag been unfurled. So when she hoisted that flag, it became unfurled. So Aggavanna Hedada Takshana Rashtra Dwaja Aranlikshan. That was a restricted area. There is a 144 is there. No one has to gather there. When the police lobbed tear the gas shells into the crowd, the men and women who ran helter skelter. ದಿಕ್ಕಾಪಾಲಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಶೆಲ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಅವರು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ದ tears streaming down their cheeks, the experience of that morning made me decide that I would not again tamely enter a jail by offering satyagraha. So she would not again tamely enter the jail by offering satyagraha. And then Aruna Asaf Act of Defiance of the August 9th, that is virtually marked the start of Quit India movement. So this was one of the marking movement which was held in the year of 1942 of August 9th. She now became a full-time activist in that moment, eventually going underground to avoid being arrested. She was going underground because if she were not in the British hand, if she were out of the jail, she can do some more against movement towards the British. She became the editor of Inquilab. She became editor of Inquilab. It is a monthly magazine. Inquilab, the monthly magazine for a Congress, along with Ram Manohar Lohia. In 1944, the issue of this magazine, she advised the freedom fighters not to allow any academic arguments on questions like violence or non-violence, to divert the attention from the stern realities of the day. I want every student and a youth to think and feel as soldiers of the nation as that is to come. So here she advised and called the Indian students, youth and other men. So you just students and youth, you think yourself and you feel as a soldier of national movement. So she called them, all those youth and students to become a soldiers of freedom movement like this. So this way she inspired the youth and young to involve in the British movement. In the meantime, the government announced an award of 5,000 rupees for her capture if she caught if who shown her, he will be awarded for 5,000 rupees. That rupees 5,000 for award announced on her capture. She became ill, and on hearing this, Gandhiji advised to surrender. So when she heard this news, she became ill. But Gandhiji advised her to surrender. I have sent a message that you must not to die underground. So Gandhiji said, you should not die in an underground. You must come out. You have to surrender the British. You are reduced to skeleton. If you are in underground, you will reduced like a skeleton. You just feel. So, ನೀನು ಭೂಗತವಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೀನು ಸ್ಕೆಲೆಟಿನ್ ಅಸ್ಥಿಪಂಜರ ತರ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀಯ. ಸೊ ನೀನೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸರೆಂಡರ್ ಟು ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್. ಸೊ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫರ್ ಟು ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀನೇ ತಗೊಂಡು ದಟ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಮನಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕಾಸ್. So you do one thing, you just collect those that money that will help to the great Indian cause. So as according to Gandhiji advice, Haruna Asaf Ali surrendered only when the warrants for her arrest that cancelled on 26, 1946. That is 26th of January. So, January 26, in 1946, she was surrendered to the British with only that when they cancelled that warrant. So, after India attained independence, Haruna Asaf Ali was turned into social work. So, this was a great moment, how she involved in the British movement that was called Indian movement, or that was called freedom movement. So this way she shown herself who was she in against the British. After the Indian independence, Haruna Asaf Ali turned to social work and helped to establish National Federation of Indian Women in 1944. In 1992, she was awarded a Nehru Award for International Understanding. She breathed her last in the year of 1996. In her old age, the country who honored with the highest civilian award, the Bharata Ratna, that is after her death, that is called posthumously. So posthumously mean that after her death, India has announced great award, that is Bharata. The Bharata Ratna is an award which was given to Haruna Asaf Ali after her death. Posthumously means after the death. In Kannada, ಅವರ ಸಾವಿನ ನಂತರ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಭಾರತದ ಅತ್ಯುನ್ನತ ಪದವಿ, ಅತ್ಯುನ್ನತ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ Haruna Asaf Ali, as a woman with a great deed, that is she was done for that India. She always remember her dare and devil act, that is Gohali Tank Maidan. So we are never forgetting her moment. Gohali Tank Maidan. So this was a great moment. So she did in her lifespan, that is doing against the British by unfurling the tricolor. So anyway, this is the supplementary reading lesson, that is Haruna Asaf Ali. Dear children, you try to cultivate yourself reading that type of a supplementary reading. So you have to read yourself and comprehend that prose that can help you to cultivate the reading skill. So, as a student, you cultivate a reading skill that can help you in your further days. So, this is the teacher. What I am saying now, we have explained this. You try to cultivate a reading skill in your home. So, this way, this is the story that Asaf Ali. So far, you have learned this. I am going to stop here for today and continue the remaining part second part of that is called supplement reading second part in my next class. Thank you, Ananda.